How's everybody doing this morning? Good. It's not every day I get to do a packed house, so I'm excited. Thank you for coming, and I appreciate the opportunity to share my company story. I wanted to talk, and I will talk about our product, but I want to talk about how we became an Insurtech company, because we didn't start out that way, and this is all kind of a new industry for me. Last year, we had the privilege of being one of 10 companies included in MetLife's inaugural digital accelerator that was run by Techstars. We were accepted into that program because we had an employee health improvement product in the corporate benefit space that had an unprecedented completion rate of 92.4%. But we were having problems scaling it, so we went into this accelerator to try to reinvent and challenge ourselves. And I think, like a lot of companies, Fix Health is no exception, where it's very influenced by its founder, and that's me. I spent most of my career in games and gaming. I started out making murder mystery events that were vacation packages in hotels. 60 to 200 people would show up for one of these weekend interactive stories, and they'd all have a little background and a persona, and that evolved into a tabletop and board game business in the 90s, where I went on to run one of the largest companies in that space. I learned the hard way. I was a turnaround CEO when the internet came along, and we ended up selling that company and merging in with a video game company. And for 6 years after that, I made games about digital spaceships that people paid real money for to fly these little digital spaceships around and blow each other up. And eventually I got the bug to start a company again, but I wanted to do something different. So I started thinking about how to take game-based engagement that has this 92% completion rate. People are just tickled pink by the idea of teaming up with their coworkers and trying to survive a zombie outbreak. But as we got into this digital accelerator with MetLife and started to look more at the insurance industry, we started to understand some commonalities to the problems that insurance companies had. And the first one we recognized was what we call the rear view mirror. Most insurers only know what's happening with their insured after something happens to them. They don't have a lot of predictive capabilities. And further, it's very difficult to get people to do anything. We as humans don't like to do what's good for us. We like to do what is pleasing to us. And so we started to realize that with our outbreak engine and our methodologies, we had access to real-time data. I have people that log in every day, and we've gotten good at influencing what they do. And so people tend to do what we tell them. And in the outbreak, it's walking more and exercising, but it really could be anything that's plugged into our system where we're incrementally incenting behavior change. We think there's an opportunity to apply machine learning. We think there's an opportunity to kind of give insurers a view on what's happening inside their ecosystems of their insured and influence folks, but we had to start somewhere. So where we decided to start was the short-term disability space. And we have created an injury recovery product that is focused on short-term disability to help people be more compliant with their physical therapy and ideally get back to work sooner. And this product was built by my company in 3 months last year in this digital accelerator for 20-hour days and a lot of Red Bull and coffee. And it's now in a proof of concept program with MetLife, and we're very close to getting our results. And I'm going to, for the first time, share some of those metrics and some of those client results that we're getting with the program. But first, I'll show you the video that kind of explains it a little better. So all of our products have themes, and they're always focused on the end outcome, which is consistent behavior towards the goal of getting better faster. True to our kind of vision for how we think we can help the insurance space, we have the existing data, how old somebody is, what their gender is, the type of job they work, and then we collect our own data as well, which is how often they log in, how mobile are they every day, because our app is a telemetry device, and we know how often people go anywhere, how long it takes them to get there, how many steps they take, the amount of times they stand inside an hour. They report their pain levels. They report how much of their physical therapy they've done that day. And we can combine both the existing who you are and what type of job you have and what your diagnostic code is with how you're behaving every day to build a predictive data model and estimate how quickly you'll return to work. Are you on target for what the average return to work is for that combination of circumstances? Are you behaving in a way where we think you're going to get better faster, or are you behaving in a way that might take you longer? And if it's longer, we can influence that. We can incent you to be more consistent and to be more active. So, early data signals, 71% of the people who qualified for this program wanted to learn more and try it out. Of that 71%, 27% of them installed the app, and that might not seem like a big number unless you are into marketing or product launches. That's 2 times the market average for health apps and entertainment apps. Of the people that installed the app, 24% of them were engaged throughout the first 2 weeks, and that's as far out as the public runway on data runs. Our people are engaged longer than that, but we're comparing this to public data, and that's 2 times the market average as well. But the biggest question that we're trying to answer is, can we actually get people back to work faster? Does the product work? So we're still in the proof of concept, we're still gathering that data, but early signals are showing a return to work by up to 20 days sooner than the historical cohort. I need to be very clear that we haven't attacked that with data science yet, but we hope to in the next 45 days. We're on target to work with MetLife's data scientists and actually see if that is a statistically relevant finding. So that's where we're at. What I really want to do is try this in workers' comp. I think workers' comp is a bigger problem than short-term disability. I think workers' comp insurers have more to gain by happy customers who return to work faster and get better sooner. And that's our current focus and objective. So I don't know where I'm at on the clock, but I can take a quick question or two if anybody has one.
What's the incentive for the customer?
That's a great question. We threw in a $50 gift card if you completed the first week, and it made almost no difference. It's a daily expression of care, and that seems to be very powerful in and of itself. And that's not actually different from our employee zombie program. We don't offer any prizes or penalties. It's the thrill of the experience, and games themselves create dopamine in the brain when they give you these positive feedback signals, and they're actually more addictive than alcohol. So, well, using my powers for good now, but games are pretty serious when it comes to roping people in. Yes, sir.
Are you tied in the experience in the game to the case and health management of the individual? Is there a feedback loop to the healthcare individuals that are supporting these people?
Not yet. So anything's possible in the world of software, as you probably know. We can build anything in. It doesn't exist in the proof of concept. We're just trying to see if people press the button and move forward. But we absolutely could. One of the considerations that we would have, and this has come up with some of our partners, is that too invasive? Would that put people off if they felt like their healthcare professional had visibility on their activity at that level? And we're not sure what the answer is, but we absolutely could.
Do you target specific injury types?
For the pilot, we do. So we target spine, hips, and knees. You may know disability covers psychological and for some reason pregnancy, recovery, and injury. And we're really just focused on the injury side of short-term disability. All right. Well, thank you all.